Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel Platinum Bricks 95, and we're coming at you today with a Throwback Thursday review on a Saturday. Firstly guys, I do just want to say thank you so much for all of the support on the previous video I put out on the channel. Did really well guys, so yeah, thank you, and I'm glad you're really interested in seeing all of the Lego that I actually do keep built up. So big thank you for all of the support on that video. So guys, there is a reason as to why this Throwback Thursday review is actually coming out on a Saturday, and that is because, well, do you guys ever get absolutely obsessed with something for a small period of time? Because that's what's happening to me right this second. I cannot stop playing Fallout 4. It's a game I've played. I got the game a day after it came out in 2015, and I cannot stop playing it, and it's 2023. I love it. So I've been completely obsessed with Fallout 4. So yeah, that is why this video's taken so long for me to make. Anyway guys, you don't care about any of that. What you care about is the Lego set we are reviewing today. Now you may notice there's no box in front of me. That is because this is one of the very few Lego sets I actually own, or Lego Marvel sets that I actually own, that I don't actually have the box for. I'm a bit disappointed about it, but what are you going to do? As you'll see when we get to actually looking at the set, this Lego set came out in 2012, okay? So I was lucky to get my hands on it, let alone get my hands on it with a box. So guys, this intro's dragging on for ages. So what I thought I'd do is let you know a little bit about the set. This Lego set is Lego set number 6867, Loki's Cosmic Cube Escape. Now, like I said, this came out in 2012 when the original Avengers movie came out. It's an original Avengers movie set. That's what we're taking a look at today. And again, released in 2012, coming with 181 pieces, 3 minifigures, and retailing for a price of £19.99. Anyway guys, that's enough of the boring stuff. Let's get right into reviewing this Lego set. And of course, we're going to start with the minifigures. Let's go. Alright then guys, well here are the minifigures in question. From left to right we have Mark 6 Iron Man, Loki and Hawkeye. And I think the first one we're going to take a look at is my mate Hawkeye, right here. Right then guys, well this is Hawkeye, as you can see here. Now this is the very first Lego iteration of Hawkeye, and until Age of Ultron this was the only version of Hawkeye you could get. Now I don't hate this minifigure. I actually think it's very accurate to the Avengers movie. I don't like the sleeveless look, but it is what it is. However, the real downside of this minifigure, if you ask me, has got to be his hair. Okay, his hair doesn't look like that. They did correct it in Age of Ultron and the Age of Ultron sets, but the hair is a big letdown. But the things I like the torso printing. I also like his headpiece. I like his weapon or accessory. And I like the fact that he is wearing one black glove. I do think that is very accurate and very cool. And as well guys, he does actually have an alternate face, so he has a dual molded face, and as you can see he's looking pretty mean there. But yeah, overall a pretty good minifigure. Just a shame about the hair, but again this is 2012, so at this point they haven't gone crazy and made everyone look completely unique. They just used what they had. And yeah, I'm fine with it. It is a very frequent, or was a very frequent minifigure, but I like this Hawkeye. Alright then guys, well moving on to Iron Man, and as you can see, especially if you have any of the newer Iron Man that have come out, it's a very sort of not the most detailed Iron Man you've ever seen in your life. However, again, it's a very, very early version of this minifigure, and I'm not going to actually knock points off it for not being the most detailed thing, because for 2012, it's not actually terrible. What I do like about this Iron Man is he's very sort of maroon heavy. There's a lot less gold, and when the gold is used, it's used to good effect, if you ask me. I'm also a huge fan of his triangle chest piece. That really, really does stand out for me. So yeah, a very nice Iron Man, but a very early iteration of Iron Man. As you can see guys, he does have a dual molded head. Here we have the smiling version of Tony Stark, which is very good. and then I'll show you right now what the other side looks like. And on the other side, a much sort of more angry looking Tony Stark. What is interesting about this minifigure is the fact that he just doesn't have a HUD face, which is something very frequent in new Lego Iron Man minifigures. He always has a HUD face. But now he doesn't, because it came out in 2012, so it's no surprise to me really. But overall, a very nice minifigure. Okay then guys, well on to the final minifigure, and without a doubt, and I would be surprised if you guys said otherwise, my favourite minifigure from this set. I imagine it's a lot of your guys' favourite minifigure from this set. Now this is Loki, and you can straight away see, even for 2012, this is an incredibly detailed minifigure. So I will give it credit there. This is back when the Cosmic Cube didn't have a moulded piece, so they just used to use a 1x1 clear brick, which I do understand, but in general, you know, the new one is a lot better. But I actually really like this minifigure. It's incredibly detailed for 2012, like I said. They used the old style of cape, which I prefer to all of the new styles of cape that have come out since then, and I'm a huge fan of his helmet. I know people laugh at his helmet, but I actually think it looks really cool. So the minifigure as a whole is very good. Guys, I just took a break there to make sure he had a dual moulded head, and guess what? He doesn't actually have a dual moulded head. We finally found a Lego Marvel minifigure that doesn't have a dual moulded head. So yeah, but overall, this is my favourite minifigure from this set. I think it's amazing, and yeah guys, I really like it. I also like the new one that came out this year, but this one is amazing for its time and still holds up pretty well today. So then guys, those were the minifigures that are included in this set. The only thing left to do is take a look at the actual set itself. So without further ado, let's go. Alright then guys, well here is the set in question, and straight away you can see it's a car. Okay, that's the end of the review. No, seriously though, it is just a truck. Okay guys, but, and I do want to stress this, it's a good set from the movie. Now, don't get me wrong, I know Iron Man does come in this set, but at the start of the Avengers, if you do remember, Iron Man's not there. It's actually Maria Hill who's chasing these two guys, but obviously we haven't got a Maria Hill minifigure in this set anyway. However, the truck itself is very good, and what I like about this truck is it's incredibly sturdy and bulky, and yet still can be used very well as a truck. I like that a lot. I like the stickers as well, and I will say this, I actually think, even though there's quite a lot of them, I actually think the stickers themselves are very good and used to a good effect, really. Now, obviously, if you open up the cab, you can have a driver in there, which is very good. I like the light arrangement on the top. You do have doors that open as well, as you can see on either side here. The doors do, in fact, open. Now, on the side here, you will see that there is a fire extinguisher, and on the side here you will see there is a clip. Now what that is for is because Hawkeye is meant to be driving, it's actually so that you can click his bow and arrow on there, and I do like that. I like the fact that they've taken that into consideration, that you will need somewhere to put his bow and arrow, and they provided us with one. Also, you can tell how old this set is because there's no stud shooters. What there is plenty of flick shooters, which was the standard at that point in time. But, you know, it is what it is. Now, in terms of this play feature, it's not the greatest play feature in the world. Like, if I stand Loki on here, all it does is sort of flick him a little bit, and I guess you're sort of meant to be able to throw him off, and it does kind of work. But I will say this. It's 2012, this is not the most smooth of mechanisms, and also it does work, but it's not the best. It is what it is, but it's not the best. It's a cool play feature though. You wouldn't actually expect a play feature like that on this Lego set, and they have provided it, and it's okay. It's okay, but at least they tried. Do you know what I mean? At least it's not just a truck. At least they have given us a couple of play features. So you can sit someone in it. You can have someone in the back. You can use flick shooters. Very good. But the overall aesthetic's very nice. Although, again, in the movie, I'm pretty sure it wasn't blue. And it didn't have all this shield decaling over it. However, it is what it is, guys. Just in general, there's not really much else to say about this set, apart from the fact that it is what it says on the tin. It's a very nice truck. It looks pretty cool. It's quite accurate. Not the most accurate, but quite accurate. They've used stickers well. However, again, the inclusion of Iron Man is a bit weird, but I do understand it. But overall, I actually really do like this truck, and I can see Pluto again. I can see why this Lego set is one of the first Lego sets Pluto bought when he got back into Lego. I totally understand it, and actually, I wish I'd have got this on release, because as well, we'll get into that in my pros and cons, guys, but I actually really like this Lego set. Alright then, guys, well there you have it. That was a closer look and somewhat of a review of this Lego set. The only thing left to do now is get into my pros and cons and rating out of 10. So without further ado, let's go. Alright then, guys, well there you have it. That was a closer look and a review. I say review because I do this sort of part now, but it was a closer look at this Lego set, which again released in 2012, so it's 11 years old now. Wow, wow, wow. However, guys, what we have to get into now, like I just said, pros and cons and rating out of 10. And today, I'm actually going to start with the cons. So, guys, con number 1, I mentioned it in the review, Iron Man. Now, I love the minifigure itself. I love the fact that it is included in this set, but he's not in that set in the movie. Do you know what I mean? So, yes, it's very nitpicky, but I do like my sets to be accurate. I do understand why they included it in this set. However, for me, they could have missed it and just literally given us Maria Hill. I wouldn't have minded that. Or even Nick Fury. I wouldn't have minded that. However, they've included Iron Man. I just find it a bit weird, guys. That's all. Alright then, guys, on to my next con. Now, this con is more specific to now rather than back then when you would have got this set. If you buy this Lego set now, it's not a 2023 Lego set. Alright, guys, it's not really intricate. There's not loads going on like there is in every single Lego set now. If you bought it now, I think you'd be disappointed with what it actually is. But again, for the time, it was appropriate. But now I could see why if you picked it up today, it would be a problem. Which actually, very, very nicely leads me on to my third and final con. And that is how much this Lego set is going to cost you right now. Okay, guys? Now, this came out in 2012 and retailed for a price of 20 quid, right? I paid 25 quid for it 3 years ago. So Lord only knows how much you're going to be paying for it now. And as you can see, there's really not a lot here. But again, as a Marvel collector, obviously I did have to pick it up. But there's not that much going on here. And I imagine now, like I said, I didn't get a box. So if you get it boxed now, I imagine it's going to cost you £30 to £35. And that's a lot of money for a Lego set that isn't the best in the world. I get it, it's a good Lego set, but it's not brilliant. So yeah, guys, price is unfortunately going to be my final con. So guys, on to the good stuff now. And number 1, the first pro, I know I moaned about Iron Man in the cons, but the minifigure selection's actually really good. Now, I do find it weird that Iron Man was included in this Lego set. However, the minifigure itself is brilliant. I really like it. Hawkeye, yes, a bit of a letdown, but Loki is an amazing minifigure. Now, don't get me wrong, the new one that came out this year is fantastic compared to this. However, for the time, it really, really was brilliant, and I've got to be honest, I love the minifigures that are included in this Lego set. So guys, on to my second pro, definitely has to be what is actually included in the build itself. Like I said during the actual looking at the set, there's a lot of play features and a lot going on for a set that was released in 2012. Okay, guys, it's actually quite good and got quite a lot of playability. So I have to give it credit there. And I guess it kind of leads nicely onto my final con. And I've been saying it a lot recently, which is in contrast to what I used to say all the time. But this is how you use stickers, guys. Okay? Just to add little touches of detail here, there, and everywhere. You don't have to go overboard and give us loads. But this is the right amount for a Lego set like this. And yeah, I think the stickers are very good, and I think what's included in the set itself is actually very good. So then guys, the only thing left to do is give this Lego set a rating out of 10. And, right, I was deliberating on a 6.5, but because I don't do 0.5s, I can't give it a 6.5. Now, because this is the Lego set that Pluto said got him back into Lego, I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt, and I'm going to give this Lego set a 7 out of 10. I actually think it's worth that, okay? I think it's good. I think it's very good, actually, especially for 2012. Okay, guys, let's not forget, that is 11 years ago now, okay? That is a long time. And yeah, I just think 7 out of 10 makes sense. I think it's very good, guys. So then, guys, there you have it. That is the end of the review. And just quickly, I'm excited to take this apart now because it's literally been sat in the Lego room for about 3 weeks. So yeah, I'm excited to break this up and put it away again. And obviously, I've already planned out which one's coming next week, and it's quite a big one. So definitely stay tuned for that. However, now we're getting on to the boring stuff. If you would not mind, please like the video, as it really helps me out here on the channel, helps me get on the YouTube algorithm. Sub to the channel if you're not subbed already, although if you don't want to, guys, I do understand. And finally, get down in the comments, let me know what you think of this Lego set. And also, here's a real good one, right? Get down in the comments and let me know if, like me and Pluto and other people, you have taken time out of Lego. Let me know the Lego set that got you back into Lego, or actually let me know your very first Lego set. I'd be very interested to know what your first Lego set was, guys. So yeah, please like, comment and subscribe. Alright then, guys, well, there you have it. That is the end of the video. All that's left to say is thank you so much for all of the support you guys have been giving me over the last couple of weeks. I really do appreciate it, guys, okay? I appreciate all of you. I appreciate all of the love you give the channel and the videos. So yeah, guys, I just want to give you all a massive shout out and say thank you very much. And yeah, guys, I guess I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye!